Roman Reigns to get confronted by 35-year-old sensation upon his return to WWE, exploring the possibility. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The WWE fans could be in for a surprise if Roman Reigns returns to the ring with more than just championship gold in his sights. Popular fitness YouTuber and Raw Talk host Bradley Martin recently stirred up controversy. He questioned the tribal chief's reported weight. Martin hinted at a possible confrontation, which could even take place at a major event like . On a recent episode of Raw Talk alongside Dominic Mysterio, Bradley Martin openly accused Roman Reigns of lying about his weight. According to WWE, Reigns weighs over 260 pounds, but Martin disagrees. He estimated the tribal chief's actual weight to be closer to 210 or 220 pounds. Martin also suggested that WWE might be exaggerating the numbers to make their stars seem more imposing. While it's common in sports entertainment for stats to be stretched, Martin's comments about the head of the table have drawn attention. A direct confrontation with Bradley Martin, especially at an event like SummerSlam, would be a shocking crossover moment. Whether Martin steps into the ring or just confronts Roman Reigns face-to-face, the idea of challenging the tribal chief could grab serious attention. But until then, these claims remain just that. Unproven.WWE is building up excitement for Saturday night's main event on May 24, 2025, with a huge tag team match featuring CM Punk and Sami Zayn taking on Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. However, fans are buzzing about a possible surprise return. Roman Reigns is still off TV after being ambushed by Rollins and Breaker post-WrestleMania. However, there's growing speculation that the tribal chief could return at SNME and he. There are strong rumors that Cody Rhodes, who's been on hiatus since losing his title to John Cena at WrestleMania 41, could return alongside the OTC. The duo previously teamed up at Bad Blood 2024 to defeat the New Bloodline, and they may join forces again to battle the Heel Alliance, led by Paul Heyman. With Cena involved in a title storyline with R-Truth, and SNME being the perfect stage, the return of both the American Nightmare and the head of the table could set the WWE universe on fire. It has now been over a year since Roman Reigns' historic 13-16-day, undisputed WWE Universal Championship reign came to an end at WrestleMania 40. Since then, Reigns has transitioned from WWE's top heel to one of its most beloved babyfaces, with John Cena now filling the void that the tribal chief left as the last real champion. With Cena only having 7 months left as an active WWE star. However, someone else will soon have to step up as the company's #1 bad guy in 2026 and beyond. Here are 7 potential WWE replacements for Roman Reigns as WWE's top heel. Arguably, Roman Reigns' replacement in many ways has already been selected to be Seth freakin' Rollins. Much like Reigns and his 5 years leading the Bloodline, Rollins is now definitely a heel, and leading a new faction of his own alongside the tribal chief's former wise man, Paul Heyman. While Reigns is currently off TV after being broken in half by Braun Breaker on the Raw after WrestleMania, Rollins seems set for a run of dominance that could potentially emulate the Bloodline, should WWE truly commit to it for the long-term. Despite Rollins being just a year younger than Reigns, it seems far more likely he's going to stick around for longer than his former Shield brethren, or at least be on TV far more. So why shouldn't WWE push him as the top heel for many years to come? Roman Reigns stands as one of the most accomplished wrestlers in WWE history, leading the Bloodline and dominating the ring with legendary feuds and victories over countless superstars. A 2-time champion, he holds the record for the longest championship reign in the promotion's history at an incredible 1,316 days. However, controversy recently arose when Raw Talk host Bradley Martin suggested that Reigns might be dishonest about his weight. While it's not uncommon for WWE wrestlers to exaggerate their stats to appear more imposing, the accusation that Reigns has also misrepresented his weight is truly surprising. On a recent episode of Raw Talk with Dominic Mysterio, Bradley Martin claimed that Roman Reigns has been dishonest about his weight. Reigns says he weighs over 260 pounds, but Martin believes that's not true and estimates his actual weight to be around 210 or 220 pounds. Bradley Martin said, "Unlike most fighting promotions, WWE does not organize matches based on weight classes. This gives wrestlers the flexibility to exaggerate details about their age and physical attributes. In the past, some WWE wrestlers have also falsely claimed to be free of steroid use, only to be exposed later. This is one of the more questionable aspects of WWE, as wrestlers have the opportunity to deceive audiences about their physical attributes without facing significant consequences if exposed. If a top star like Roman Reigns were to be dishonest, it would be both surprising and disappointing for his fans. However, there is no concrete evidence to prove he is lying, and the claim relies entirely on Bradley Martin's words, which lack any supporting proof. WWE Hall of Famer Diamond Dallas Page revealed in an interview that wrestlers do lie about their real age and height to make them look more fearsome to other WWE wrestlers. In an interview with Wrestling Shoot Interviews, Page spoke about the issue. Dallas Page once commented that Big E might not be that tall, yet he is undoubtedly stronger than many larger wrestlers. This highlights that height and weight aren't always the deciding factors in wrestling. There are numerous examples of lighter, agile fighters effortlessly defeating much bigger opponents. However, height and weight do have their advantages. Greater reach and mass can impact fights, which is why promotions like UFC and One Championship enforce strict weight divisions. WWE, on the other hand, lacks weight classes, allowing fans to witness unique matchups like Big Show versus Rey Mysterio or Randy Orton versus Mark Henry. This absence of weight divisions also gives wrestlers the freedom to exaggerate certain physical attributes. Ultimately, WWE is an entertainment-driven business where gimmicks play a key role, and these claims often serve as part of the spectacle. Roman Reigns has not been seen on WWE television since the night after WrestleMania 41, when he appeared on the May 14, 2025 episode of Raw. That night, Reigns and CM Punk attempted to confront Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman in retaliation for their previous betrayal, only to find themselves ambushed by Rollins and Braun Breaker. The segment left Reigns laid out, and the storyline served as the launching point for his absence from programming. Since then, Reigns has been written off WWE television. While there is speculation about his return, reports suggest he will not be back until early June at the earliest. In the meantime, WWE has confirmed that Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker will face CM Punk and Sami Zayn on the upcoming edition of Saturday Night's Main Event. Speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer addressed Reigns' status, revealing there are no immediate plans for his return. "I guess no Roman Reigns, they're probably saving that for later. Roman Reigns isn't coming back for a while. Exactly when, I'm not sure, but it's not going to be for a while. That's the Saturday Night Main Event, and that's another weekend where they're going to be running. They have the Saturday Night's Main Event, and then they're going to follow with the NXT show. The Saturday Night's Main Event will be the same day as All In, Texas, and then the NXT show will be the next day. That next weekend is going to be a really loaded weekend of shows." John Cena had a successful title defense at Backlash 2025 against Randy Orton. However, he only managed to cling to the title with the same low blows and hitting his opponents on the face with the title that has become common with him. John Cena, aka the last real champion of WWE, will be looking forward to his next opponent when he appears next in WWE. That happens to be the WWE Saturday Night's Main Event on May 24th, 2025. So who is going to come next for the last real champion's undisputed WWE title? Let's have a look and find out. Seth Rollins can become John Cena's next opponent for the undisputed WWE Championship. Both of them have a considerable history from Rollins' days as a member of the Authority. Seth Rollins had also become a double champion in the WWE after beating John Cena at SummerSlam 2015. He can easily target John Cena's undisputed WWE title once again. This will also be a change of scene, as pure heel versus heel matches for titles are rare in the WWE nowadays. Moreover, Seth Rollins also has to deal with his arch-nemesis CM Punk since his return. However, he can easily send Braun Breaker to do the job for him. This match can also start John Cena's journey back to be the babyface once again. CM Punk has openly teased a match against John Cena for the undisputed WWE title through his Instagram story. He watched John Cena retain his title against Randy Orton and responded with 2 words, for now, via Wrestling World CC on Instagram. This might be a hint of things to come in the future. However, he still has to settle his feud with his arch-nemeses, Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman, once and for all. Moreover, John Cena and CM Punk had been one of the bitter rivals of each other. They also have produced some great matches in the past. CM Punk might become John Cena's opponent for the title down the road after he settles his present feud. This might be towards the end of John Cena's farewell tour in 2025.